You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker.
Good evening. I'm Fox News anchor Patti Ann Browne, or as I'm known in the bondage and discipline chat room circuit, Julie Banderas. During Friday night's segment on Can't Miss Pickup Lines, host Greg Gutfeld offered the foolproof come-on that was, quote, "Would you like some P in V with that G and T?" I can safely say that this horrid comment would never work on yours truly, mostly because I prefer vodka tonics over gin, and now some dude getting his ass handed to him.
Welcome to Red Eye, the #1 show among men who snore while driving. I'm here tonight with Fox News Channel anchor Patti Ann Browne. If beauty were a cookie jar, kids would get their hands stuck inside her. True. Jonathan Hoenig.
Ruefully? I don't remember anything.
Patti Ann, lastly, is this going to become a huge issue with the undecided voters, whether or not he's tech savvy?
Well, he's missing an opportunity here because, you know, Obama is emailing Scarlett Johansson. That's how he gets her in his camp. I mean, you know, McCain could be emailing Rue McClanahan from Golden Girls. You know, he could really be taking this opportunity.
Ooh, he's really robbing the cradle there, but I like where you're coming from.
That's what he meant by ruefully.
Yeah. Oh.
He was thinking about a night full of Rue.
He's definitely on his head.
I thought you'd be feeling Rue.
Yeah, thank you, Bill.
Sorry.
From online. Fantastic. All right.
It's full of a brick of cocaine.
Yeah, I know, that's your cover. Patti Ann, is this going to stop you from sharing your crack with Dominica Davis?
Dominica, we're bringing her into this.
We all know
we might share things in our office, but it's not drugs.
So you're going to... What do you share? Tell me. Jamie, when the police raided the apartment, they found...
Honestly, I think it's a safety issue because the truth is you got like a couple hundred guys there. If they're not ever like getting off for long periods of times, I mean, that is a recipe for a prison riot. And that's just what it is, end of story. So I think from a safety perspective, he should be allowed to have any suggestive material that he wants.
The weird thing is, I see your point, but I can see you could apply that logic to many other things, like if they don't get their Mountain Dew, Jonathan, they could write. Now, Patti Ann, the prisoner was denied also a copy of the New Yorker and Jane because sometimes they contain nudity. Now, are they going too far?
Well, I mean, the whole idea is not to spend taxpayer dollars on distributing porn to criminals. That's what they're trying to comply with. But New Yorker magazine, it's a literary magazine. It's insane. But I do have to agree with Jonathan. You know, revolt is coming. No porn, no peace. That's going to be the...
That's a T-shirt.
Bill, isn't denying prisoners porn the same as canceling? Why do I bother? PAB, is it kind of scary that Obama's campaign can't see this for what it was and reacted in that manner?
Well, I mean, it was obviously tasteless, but it does kind of remind me of the letters that we get here at Red Eye. You'll do a Gregalogue, and it's obviously satire. You're taking something out to its absurd extreme, and then you get these letters from people actually thinking you were serious when you were actually on the same side as them. It's kind of odd that Obama's
It's a good point, although I do believe in everything I say. It's not satire.
None of it's sarcasm at all.
Of course not. Jamie, does it nowhere? What are PAB? What are her handlers thinking by letting her attach her name to such a thing? Is this a strategy on her part? I don't know.
I can't even imagine. I don't think her handlers are handling her at all. I don't think anyone's handling her right now except her girlfriend, Courtney, maybe. But, you know, I hear these things are Scotch guarded. Could come in handy.
Wait, her girlfriend's name is Tom?
Samantha.
Jonathan,
Courtney?
It might be another one.
She's allegedly in some lesbian relationship. Could it be that she thinks Patti Ann, you know what bothers me about it is that Josh Brolin, I mean, they're all hypocrites because they're all portraying George Bush in his younger years as a drunk frat boy, and here they are acting every bit as stupid. So isn't that kind of hypocritical, if I'm using the phrase correctly?
I believe you are.
Thank you.
It means furry, correct?
Yes. Isn't it furry of them?
Yes. It's just, I don't understand what's happening to adult male actors. You've got Matthew McConaughey out there having these brawls on the beach, and now these two.
You lay off McConaughey, okay?
Oh, I know. I know he's our favorite and all that. Yeah. It's insane. I mean, and we don't know who started this one. They're making that clear. But either way, well, how does it end that way? Isn't anybody an adult anymore?
Yeah, why can't they just make out, Bill?
Now that would be a W I'd see.
I think I understand why they go a little crazy.
Hey, Peter, can we show that Coke video again? Now can we split screen it so we can see Bill and Greg sweating? I guess not.
I'm fine. Those days in my past.
It is warm in here. I blame the sweater vest.
You all right, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay. No porn in prison. Lindsay Lohan. Oh, PAB, keep your sick fantasies to yourself. Courtney Friel is not dating Lindsay Lohan.
She did have a girlfriend named Courtney. I guess it's somebody else now.
It's
but
Sam Ronson.
It was not Friel, no.
And lastly, on the James Brown.
Let's welcome back our all-star guest, Patti Ann Browne, Fox News Channel anchor. If beauty were corn dogs, I'd eat her at the county fair. Jonathan Hoenig, Fox News business date. Writing at thefrisky.com, sex and love columnist Judy McGuire gives women some strategies for ensuring that he never calls you for a second night of misery. What's on her list? Well, crying, excessive talking about your ex, inappropriate personal or medical disclosures, and offering to split the check and then saying you forgot your wallet. J-Ho, how many of those have you heard in your lifetime?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of those, Greg. But, honestly, more often than not, they simply don't return your calls.
Yes.
And you know what? I do the same thing. If you don't want somebody to call you, talk to somebody, don't return their phone calls. Don't be nice. Just be a jerk and don't talk to them anymore. Eventually, they'll get the picture and stop calling.
The simplest the result that I found is always just to bury. Yes, your best friend is a shovel. PAB, how many of those excuses have you used in your lifetime? I'm betting thousands.
I've used all of those, and I have a few more to add. First of all, you can explain to him that you're pre-op and say you need a ride to the hospital in the morning to finish the job.
Nice.
You can just come right out and tell him, wow, you had a lot more hair in your photo. Invite him to meet your family right away. That always works. Tell him he's the one, and then try to get the waitress to take a picture of the two of you on your camera phone because you want to remember the day you met.
Oh, fantastic. You're
And
scaring
ask him
me.
how long a body can go missing before it's discovered.
Ooh, the Gutfeld method.
The one thing, Jamie, the one thing that...
Hey, PAB, I want to hear more about this band you were in college.
It's nothing like Dalton Grant or anything like that. I sang some Pat Benatar and AC/DC, stuff like that. We played at some pubs, and there's not much really more to say. It didn't last very long. Lasted about a year, and some of the guys in the band went on to join other bands that actually did pretty well.
Like what?
You wouldn't actually know them now. Not that good, but they did pretty well locally. Name them.
You made all of that up, didn't you?
I really didn't.
All right.
Trying to picture a sitting Pat Benatar, Andy. Shut up.
Just picture the bandana around my head.
Yes,
It was very 80s-ish.
Yowza.
Hey, Jamie, how was that Johnny Carson Comedy Festival you were at?
Jonathan Hoenig, always a pleasure appearing on tonight's
Greg,
program.
thanks.
Patti Ann Browne, delightful and delicious. Bill Schultz, disgusting, repulsive. Jamie Lissow, hilarious.